Alright, everybody, welcome to Midnight Racing League Super Speedway Series. Garrett James up here on booth with the Rage and Get It Racing Network, bringing you coverage live right now. Aaron Stanton, top of the board. Brain Powers, Kevin Wicker, Mark Pearson, Taylor Austin, Willie Bruton, Corey Wright, Robbie Adam, Brian Hennings, and Scott Wright, the top 10. Right now, Jared Smith, 15th quickest right now. See a little group of cars. Brain Powers in Napa, number 16. New paint for him tonight. Right now with 10 minutes remaining. Points as they run tonight. Or as they enter tonight, I really should say. Mark Pearson, Corey Wright, Trevor Asbernoth, Lyndon Velicky all locked in tonight. Aubrey Thompson, Gavin Henson, Timothy Cook, Dylan Connolly, Taylor Austin, Justin Millicor, Tyler Markle, and William Bruton. Right now are the 12 drivers locked in. It's coming into the night. Right now. Alright. See you can get Aaron Stanton up here in the booth. Aaron Stanton, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy.
Garrett, I had my headset off.
Yeah, well. Perfect timing.
What do you want?
Well, let's see. What do I want? Well, that's a good question. Let's see. $200,000 would be nice.
True. Justin needs to start actually paying money,
Contract disputes prevent me from saying anything. Anyway, top of the board right now. Last time we were in Atlanta, it was a heartbreaker for you. You got the car to go. You got the car to keep the lead on the final restart tonight.
I feel like this is going to be a wreck fest of a night. Cars are super loose in the draft, so I feel like it's going to be very strategic in trying to dodge all the wrecks. So who knows? I don't know.
Well, buddy, it's gonna be something. From what I'm hearing, you ain't the only one that said that all throughout the night. Well, real fast, anybody want to shout out, thank tonight, friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I always thank you, Garrett.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for broadcasting. So,
ain't no problem, buddy. Aaron Stanton right now, top of the board over Corey Wright, Brain Powers, in a star-studded field. Appreciate your time, buddy. Good luck.
yep, thank you.
Yep. Of course, below the cut line, Dustin Zeck out by 1 point. Gordon Gladwell, Braden Powers, and Kevin Allen. Them are the drivers right now looking in along with the rest of the field for the points. So the issue tonight, what we're understanding, cars are going to handle terrible in the draft. They're already loose as it is. In the draft, it's going to be pretty bad. That's what I'm hearing. Who can get some other drivers to confirm this theory? Who have I not interviewed? We'll get this joker. Really bringing Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast, but you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, right now, 8th on the board. Hearing a lot of drivers talk about this car is not handled good in the draft, incredibly loose. Is that something you're experiencing?
Unfortunately, I've not had any practice time in the draft yet, but I was just getting out to see if I could get some of that experience under my belt.
Well, buddy, I will say this. You come in tonight in probably one of the worst spots as the gatekeeper for the playoffs. Does that add a little bit of pressure with what drivers are saying, handling issue-wise, or is it just business as usual?
I think a little bit. I mean, in this rate, it's just kind of survival of the fittest and see to get myself in a good position for the end of the race.
All right, buddy. I'll let you get on up here, continue with practice here, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, which one were you in?
Team 5.
Okay. Well, that being said, might get a couple more drivers' opinion about their point situation, because if I'm not mistaken, we're in September 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4 more races until the playoffs. Top 4 in point, or top 12 in points will advance. Looking at the points, let's see who else we can bring in here. Well, let's see, as it stands. What damn Pepsi in the floor. So next up for an interview, if we can get a hold of him, Gordon Glywell will come into the night minus 7 points out of the cut line. We can't get a word for him. Gordon Glywell, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth, buddy. Got a copy?
Copy, sir.
Well, buddy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I'm coming into the night. Let me be sure my mic's okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, coming into the night, 7 points on the outside looking in with 4 races to go. What's the plan? What's the mindset for the 25 to try to work himself into a top 12 spot?
Well, the plan is to hold it down on this track without losing it. It's very loose tonight on this track, so just to survive, I foresee a bunch of wrecks happening. So as long as I survive, I should be able to get the points to get in.
Well, buddy, I do want to ask you though. The last time we were in Atlanta, we saw it was very hard to avoid wrecks. Is that just something that a little bit of luck's going to be on the driver's side, or is there just try to woe it down? What's the strategy to try to avoid wrecks in a track like this?
Well, it's kind of the same plan. Is if they wreck on the turn, you kind of want to go towards the top typically, and if they're on the flat, you want to go towards the bottom. But I foresee a bunch of people going all over the place tonight just because of the fact that this is not like the next gen or anything. This is loose. You have to blip it a lot coming around the turns and things like that, especially in the draft.
All right, buddy. I'll let you get back to practicing here. Just want to get a quick word with you. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thanks, sir. You have a good one.
You too. Bat Marker Motorsports, right? Okay, he took care of himself. So Gordon Glywell, a lot of work to do tonight. Well, really tonight's going to be survival. You hear the driver. There's about there's another driver confirming that. Right now, Trevor Harmon top of the board over Aaron Stanton with a 31.14 or 4.18. Right now. Right now, driver's going to have a lot of work. This is definitely going to be a wild card coming into tonight. Playoff implications, you saw them last night. Of course, the drivers whose names are still in P. They are your playoff drivers from Friday night. I will do my best to keep you updated on who was who. Excuse me. Meanwhile, incident somewhere. Oh, Aaron Stanton hard into the wall. Brandon Powers won him, and there's two backup cars right there. Make it 3. With that being said, 15 seconds remaining in practice. "29 drivers right now in the session. 22 have posted a lap. Trevor Asronoff, the slowest of them, with a 32.772 or 32.772. But tonight, 90% survival. That will be the plan for all these drivers going into tonight. You got 10 minutes to post a lap. You get 2 laps. There's going to be a long 70 laps on deck tonight. Well, 95 of Decon will lead us off here. For qualifying, Aaron Stanton. Right behind him, Justin Miller car. Okay, there's several drivers. Going to be kind of challenging to keep up with them. Well, Stan will actually pass Decon. So Aaron Stanton should be the first one to post a lap if nothing does not happen. Right now, Stanton fastest through sector 1 for the moment. 16.6 on track to set the fastest lap. Of course, second in practice a few minutes ago. And Aaron Stanton off of turn 4 to set the fastest lap. 33.102, and immediately gets knocked off by Dillon. Justin Miller car slides into third. Marco top of the board. Smith will fall into second. Right now, Decon will come off of turn 4 to complete his laps at the line. It is an improvement. It is top of the board for Dylan Connolly. Kevin Winker posts his lap right now, 9th quickest. Thing is, a track tonight, you're going to see qualifying extremely important as you look at Taylor Austin now, looking to complete his first lap. All right, the line, Austin, first lap, survey says 10th quickest. 33.016. Gonna follow Austin. throughout his final lap here. Looking to improve right now, 12th quickest. And at the line, he will improve. It'll be 11th quickest. Really Brute now at the line to improve his lap. He'll get it. Right now, Trevor Harmon actually starting his first of two. Right now, Harmon was fastest in practice. Charlie Morgan will clock in 17th quickest. Still got another lap to go for Charlie Morgan. At the line, Trevor Harmon. Survey says a 34.548, 15th quickest. Joseph Allen, Kevin Allen was sliding right behind him. So Trevor Harmon to jump up into the top 10. He's had his weights. Harmon 14th quickest. Mark Pearson clocks in 20th. Well, Pearson will catch right at the tail end, 7th quickest. For Pearson right now, Timothy Cook on the track. Well, actually to start his first two with just under 5 minutes remaining. Of course, Timothy Cook comes in 7th in points tonight. And one of them drivers, make or break race tonight, only comes in, let's see. Only comes in 12 points to the good, so pretty much anybody's not locked in with a win. Now this is going to really determine how your season goes from here on out. Cook's first lap, 33.213, nowhere near where he needs to be at. They ought to gain big here on the second one. Timothy Cook's first lap, good enough for 8th. Hell of a lap. He's going to spin it out, too. Right now, Evan Carbon at the line. This will be the end of his second lap. It is a 3:68, 4th quickest. That's a heater. It's a hell of a lap, but not enough to knock off Dylan Connolly. Kenny Reel. At the line, Kenny's like top of the board. 32.348. What a lap. Brian Hennings now. Hennings, Hinton, and Asronoth all on track to post their first laps. Well, Hennings taking the high lane either. We'll really see how he'll switch it up for a second lap. Where does Hennings place here? Asronoth 24th. And Hennings would not be much better. Still got another lap. Of course, Trevor Asronoth joined me in the booth last night. Caught a last portion of the race last night. And right now, Trevor Asronoff for the pole. Is it good enough? Survey says it is. 32, 342, top of the board for Asronoff. Bryce Hinton now at the line. Where is he placing all this? Hennings up to third. Top of the board, Bryce Hinton. 32, 322. Three drivers yet to post a lap, and right now, Jared Haynes. Well, Haynes and Mastrutta. Chase Mastrutta, that is. They will be next to post their last after that, the 162 and Nicholas. Right now. With 33.008. Right now, that was Slot Haynes 27th. First lap's normally a throwaway lap. At the line for Haynes, for the pole. Survey says Chase Mastrutta spins it. P10 for Haynes. I think Mastrutta called it quits. Unsure what happened. Look back. Yeah. 4 seconds remaining. That'll be it. All right. Can get Bryce Hinton in here real quick. Bryce Hinton, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Buddy, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, been on a hell of a roll here lately. Had a pretty good run last night at MMS, if I ain't mistaken. And, yeah, starting on pole tonight, I got to ask you, though, this is only part of the equation here. Drivers talking like this. Terrible out here in the draft. What is your what's your perspective on it, and how do you go about tonight? Just survival or stay at the front?
Yeah, the last Atlanta race I got destroyed. I ended up like 22 laps down or something because of damage. So I know I got pulled, but I'm going to be pretty conservative here and just trying to avoid the wrecks and make it to the end lap on the lead lap. That would be a good night for me, I think.
All right, buddy. Well, in case we don't get the opportunity to talk to you at the end of the race, or anybody want to shout out, thank friends, family, sponsors, etc., the floor is yours.
Got to shout out my boys, The Big Show. That's where I learned everything I know. And appreciate Josh Chambroni partnering with me as a teammate. We'll see how we work together on track.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Bryce Hinton will start from the pole tonight. Appreciate your time. Well, survival, the name of the game tonight. Go through the starting grid for the Midnight Racing League Super Speedway Series. Hinton on pole, Trevor Asronoff, Kenny Reel, Brian Hennings, Dylan Connolly, Justin Millicar, Kevin Winker, Everett Corbin, Aaron Stanton, Jared Hayes, Corey Wright, Dustin Zach, your fast 12. On down through the field, Mark Pearson, Timothy Cook, Kevin Allen, Jared Smith, Tyler Markel, Brian Powers, Mitchell Rendura, Willie Bruton, Josh Straboni, Braden Goins, Trevor Harmon, Taylor Austin, top 24. On back through the field, Charlie Morgan, Gordon Glidewell, Scott Lee, Chase Mastrutta, Rob B. Adams, Scott Wright, and the 162 of Nicholas. who will not start the race, as a matter of fact. That is starting lineup. All right. Based on what I heard, don't expect some green flag runs. We might get one or two. But cars already, from what I've been hearing, they are not going to be handling the best at all. Probably the best thing to be is the leader or at least leading a group. We'll have to find out how it goes. Hinton and Astronaut will be bringing us to the restart zone. We're rolling. We'll take it from TV tower. Well, right now from the TV tower. Well, right now, Astronaut slipping back just a little bit. They worked their way down the back straightaway. Hinton with a slight lead. Kenny Real slide in the second. Then Conley now trying to work up the forward. Contact with Real. There they go already. Astronaut Conley hard into the wall. Brian Hennings in the first big one already tonight. Man, oh man. We saw Kenny Real get loose underneath Trevor Astronaut. Massive damage. Aaron Stanton was hoping for a great run after the heartbreaking race after the last time we were here. Already not going great. Playoff implications, of course. You see Decon right there with damage. Millicar with damage. Kenny Real. Alright. What happened early? Real got the apron, came up in Astronaut from there. Hard to see what happened to Conley. We'll look back at it. The guy from Decon's perspective. Yeah, well, loose the net good eye. He got ran. I think Henny's ran over him. Stanton nowhere to go. From there, they're just all going to go up into the wall. Corey Wright. That's how Stanton's going to get most of this damage. Man, oh man, this early. Right on board with Dylan through this. I can already tell you, not going to be a happy camper. You don't see Kenny. Just going to simply get loose, come up, make contact with Astronaut. From there, there's really nothing you can do again. Playoff implications for a lot of drivers already. Justin Millicar, one of them. Go on board with Aaron Stanton. Talk about happy, not being a happy camper. Right here's one. Again, after that heartbreaking loss, the last time we were at Atlanta, Stanton came in hoping to do well tonight. It's already started off bad. Right there, a little damage. Thought he was going to have it saved, but Corey Wright's going to come along and knock the absolute crap out of him. Justin Millicar. Right on board the gyro cam. Well, no. Fired that. Jumped the gun on that one. Millicar got more damage than I initially thought he did. Contact right there with Corey Wright. So back live. Well, not even one lap. We're already under caution. That'll set the tone for a night. Already at the one and green to reset it. Bryce Henson, Dustin, Hinton, Zach, Allen, Cook, Draboni, Randor, Tyler Markle, Trevor Harmon, Brain Powers, the 015, that would be Jared Smith. That's the top 10 as they run. Well, We're standing 2 laps down. Not the night that he won, and some drivers still catching up to the back of the field. Pace trust in this time. We're rolling. There it is. Well, Hinton this time with a great jump. Kevin Adams going to fall right in line. Here comes Joshua Burney now. Teammates tonight. Going to try to work together. Oh, the O2 is going to get turned hard into the wall. There they go again. God almighty already, man. Several drivers involved in this one again. Corey Wright. Massive damage, of course, Wright. The winner from Daytona does not have to worry about points. But man, not what he wanted. Dustin Zach, that was the car that went immediately into the outside wall. Alright. See what happened now. We're going to come off of turn 2, down and back straightaway. Turn 3's Calamity Corner already tonight. He just got turned. Massive, massive shot. The 021 hard into the wall. You hear somebody lost a motor. There's Wright. Kenny reeled through the grass. Right on board with Corey Wright through this. Soon we find him. Again, as soon as I find him, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. There he is. Alright. Took me long enough. Right on board we. Of course, Wright already know that he has the win. Right there, off the gas, off the gas, off the gas, off the gas, trying to get it slowed down. Bam! Kenny Reel's going to get a piece of this, the 09. Right on board with him. That'll be Timothy Cook, and of course, Cook comes into tonight. One of the playoff hopefuls. I don't know if he got much hope after this one. Right there's the shot. It really does Zach no chance. From there, right, just getting all slapped around. All right, taking the winning green here. I got a break in the action, and I'm going to reiterate the points coming in. Mark Pearson, Corey Wright, Trevor Aspernoth, Landon Veliky. They do not have to worry about points. Aubrey Thompson not here tonight. Gavin Henson, Timothy Cook, Dylan Conley, Taylor Austin, Justin Millicar, Tyler Marquez, and William Bruton. Them are your drivers 6 through 12 needing a good run, and for just about all of them already, trouble has struck. And if there's a new winner, it's going to get a lot worse. So we can't get over Justin Millicar. Justin Millicar, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. Buddy, got a copy?
Yeah, there.
My buddy, we saw the damage. Saw the damage earlier. How bad's the car that's still capable of getting up there to the lead?
Yeah, it's all good. The track temp's super high, so it's kind of loose. That's why we're having trouble. It's really hard to hold it straight. I was even struggling on my qualifying lap, but the car's all fixed up. I didn't have to use a fast repair, so yeah.
All right, buddy. We'll let you get ready here for this restart.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right now, Bryce Hinton, the leader. Kevin Allen, his second. Then you got Gilberti and Marco. We're not going green this time either. Right now, seeing the one in green, so either way. Lights on, pace truck's out, so we ought to be going green this time. Right now, Jared Hayes, black flag has been issued. Scott Leah, black flag's been issued. 62 to go. Gonna be 61 whenever they take the green flag. They mentioned track temp. Right now, track temp, according to my data, 135 degrees. It is slick. It is hot. Damn sure we'll walk on it barefooted. That's gonna be a handful for a lot of these drivers tonight. All right. Let's try this again. All right, now Hinton, another great start. Going to go down in turn numbers 1 and 2 again. Everybody right now is falling to second. Allen falling to third. Markel fourth. They work their way down the back straightaway. Well, we'll get through the first lap on the green, completed at lap 10. Caution's out again. Chase Mastretta, brain powers hard into the wall. Robbie Adams is involved in it. Astronaut damage to the 84. Corey Wright says he's gotten a piece of this. Aaron Stanton as well. I'm not seeing much damage to Stanton's car. Brayton Powers, meatball flag, and I've already got one fast repair already used tonight for Brayton Powers, who will walking into the night 15th in points. Well, massive damage to that 16, and this will be a critical blow to his championship hopes of making the playoffs. Come into the night out by 12 points, and this will be terminal. All right, what happened? Okay, so I see what happened. Jared Smith gets loose, and from there, well, there's where Astronaut gets his involvement in this. Millicar ducking through to the bottom. Mastretta. Well, I'm going to relook at something here. Look at it from the blimp. We're in the wall there. The only thing I'm going to say as far as the 8 goes, whenever he's down on the apron, he should have had them brakes locked down, not let that car roll back up onto the racetrack. It is what it is now, but that's how Brain Powers night will come undone. Look at from the far chase cam. Well, right there, I mean, Jared Smith comes up into the wall from there. Mastretta comes down, collects Robbie Adams, and from there it's just a stack-up effect. Not a whole lot anybody can really do. Corey Wright's going to get into the back of Aaron Stanton. That's where Stanton's involvement will be. If that's the only thing that the 27 has, ought to be simple fix, touch up and go. All right, now, Bryce Hinton still your leader. You can't get Trevor Asvernoff in here. Trevor Asvernoff, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh, man. Hey, you scared me. Yes, sir. I'm here. What's going on?
My buddy, I'll make this quick before we go back green. 'Cause I just saw the one to go. Been a rough start for the night for the 089 Jack Shack entry. How bad's the car? Can it still get up there and compete?
Well, as you saw on lap 1, turn 1, or whatever we were, it died. That was a fast repair. But this one here, about 40 seconds of damage. Wasn't too bad. Got it fixed. She's running good. She's going to be running good, too, because I'm going back to the front, baby. We're going to try to get back up there and get us some laps led.
All right, buddy. Look forward to seeing it happen. Best of luck, too. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yes, sir. You too. Appreciate you.
Yep. Well, that was Trevor Asvernoff. I don't care what you say. Joker brings excitement to a race every time. All right, Hinton. Bryce Hinton will bring him back down again. We're rolling. 56 to go. Take a view from TV tower for a minute. Top 3 able to break away right now. Trevor Harmon occupying the 3rd spot, up 19 spots from where he started this race. So is Joshua Burney. Harmon actually up 20 from where he started, going back further in the field. Justin Millicar working his way back up to the front. So is the 95 of Decon. Right now, 8th and 9th. Oh, contact with Henning again. Well, no caution that I can tell. And that wasn't even Hennings either. Evidently they shaded. That'll be the 78 of Evan. We'll focus back in on the lead. Because right now Trevor Harmon's coming for it. Side by side for the lead right now. Harmon fighting Hinton on the bottom, down the back straightaway again. Well, you know Josh ain't going to leave. Hinton, oh, bit of a, whoo, hell of a save by Hinton. That was about to be big. Going to keep it straight. Hinton will resume the lead. Right now, I think everybody's trying to keep it. I think everybody's just trying to survive right now. Look back at Kevin Winker right now in 21st. 95 of Dylan just out there in the lead, now back to 20th. Actually, he'll be a good one. Let's really see how much of these drivers are really working the throttle a whole lot. See on the dashboard here. He's about 85% out. You see he's coming up on Aaron Stanton right now, right on board with Decon. Ain't even full throttle through the straightaway. The thing right now tonight is just try to log laps. I think that's the move for everybody to see. Dylan actually dropping. Well, he's had a lot of damage already throughout this race, much like a lot of other drivers have. Meanwhile, focus back up at the lead at hand Trevor Harmon still going after Hinton. Brian Hennings has worked himself up into the picture up to fourth. They thunder down the back straightaway again. Right now, Harmon will work. Still working on it. Trying to get out bottom work, just ain't got no help. Well, Kevin Allen at 7-6 trying to get to him. Oh, Charlie Morgan off the wall. Well, Morgan will keep it in the wall, will stay green. Well, now they've switched. Now Harmon went to the top. They went right back down to the bottom. 49 laps to go. Bryce Hinton's led every lap so far tonight. Right now, single file out for the most part, at least to the top 6. We'll go back down. Timothy Cook in 7th. And now drivers really starting to settle down, trying to work the car with the track right now. The more laps they can run, the more rubber they'll lay down this track, try to get a little bit of grip on this track. 137 degrees, so it's only gotten hotter since the race started. On back, see Winker up to 17th spot. 78's all over the place. Aaron Stanton back on the lead lap, trying to work back into the top 15. Oh! Contact with the 27. They save it. No, they don't. Braden Goings involved, no caution. Now there's the caution. Man, oh man. Willie Burton involved in this? Well, got feeling. Let's look at it here from the far chase cam. Well, it's gonna start. So Stan's gonna get there. 15 cuts his nose. Well, Stan's gonna blend nicely here. 15's gonna come up the track. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like how that looks at all. I mean, he had a chance to. Just comes right back up the track. Of course, I got to remain unbiased, to say the least, but I'm just saying I've seen a lot better ways to blend it back up onto a racetrack. Regardless, they'll put us under caution again. Hinton stays down under this caution. Or from Cook all the way down. That's pitted. Third broadcast of the night, and this is the main event. John Ward, winner from the HGR race. Matthew Lee was able to take the MMS Donators Series win tonight. We will crown Let's see who wins at Atlanta tonight. The lights on the base truck is out, so they will be going green this time. Hinton's are burning. Grabroon. Hennings, Allen, Randon, Morgan, Kenny Real, Cook, Wright, and Harmon will be your top 10. That's via last names, by the way. Addernuth, Austin, Miller, Garmarcio, Rinker, Adams, Gladwell, Bruton, Wright, and Connolly will round out your top 20. Right now, 4 drivers officially out of this race. Dustin Seck 1 laps down, Scott Lane 28 or 2 laps down. All right, let's try this again. Hinton and Josh, brains are down, we're rolling. Another great start by Hinton. Bottom lane really already went ahead and formed up. They're going to enter turn 3 again. Pretty good so far, knock on wood. Hinton will come around the lead. His 28th lap of the race tonight. Oh, wreck it again. Taylor Austin is oh, more wrecking. Austin, Winker, Evans, Dustin Zeck, who was 1 lap down. Scott Wright, Dylan Conley, William Bruton, all involved in this one. Look, a lot of damage to the 95. It's obviously seen worse tonight. Tyler Austin, meatball. Yep. He's already used his, so that will be night done for Austin. 70 of Evan as well. Alright. See what happens. Just gets loose. It overcorrects hard into the wall from there. You see a 78 gets the hit. Dustin Set gets the hit out of this. Man, oh man. Well, right on board with Dustin Zeck through this whole scrap. Right here, just an overcorrect or into a wall. And Dusty trying to pick a lane. And Fernand's going to get ran over himself. Run on board with Dylan Connolly through this. Ledger's going to be giving us a lot of great shots. He's on the gas, on the gas, on the gas. I think 73 might have gone into him. Other than that, he's going to escape out of this pretty much unscathed. Other than some damage in the rear. Well, for Tyler Austin. Well, not tonight Austin wanted or needed. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's another driver within that top 12 that needed a good run tonight. Yep, came in ninth. 4 points above the cut line. Just gets loose and around it goes. I mean, not even a chance to save it. He's going to get slammed. We're back up front. Corey Wright's your leader. Trevor Harmon. Timothy Cook, Trevor Astronaut, Kevin Rinker, Robbie Adams, Brandon Goins, Justin Milligard, Kenny Real, and Tyler Markell, your top 10. Personally, I think the damn track's too hot. I think that's why you have a lot of this issue. But that's just me. Everybody's got an opinion. Scheduled for this week. MMS on tap tomorrow night. Probably HGR will come before. Monday night, the Inspire 250, Shane Hard said it all. I've said it for the past 2 weeks. Will defend his championship defense. Will start in Daytona for the Inspire 250, the biggest prize that you can win in the Inspired Racing League next to the Cup Series Championship. That'll be live Monday night, September 8th. Before we get any of that, we got to get through this. Well, Corey Wright will try to hold the lead down the back straightaway, but Trevor Harmon looking. Oh, Winker just turned. There they go again. Winker flipping up and over. Into Jared Haynes. Gordon Glidewell, massive damage. That's Brian Henning. But Glidewell as well, massive damage. Aaron Stanton. Well, Haynes, Meatball, he'll have one left in the chamber. Kevin Winker as well. Trevor Avernoth says he's gotten a piece of this. I think Avernoth might have been the one that sent him down. Let's look at here. Yep. Slight contact with Avernoth. The inside wall is really what ricocheted. Good God. Holy hell in heaven. And Kevin Winker goes from one of the wildest rides to ever be seen on this network. Let's ride on board. This is going to be wild right here, folks. Right there, the boom. Hard into the inside wall. Ferneris on. Wednesday, they're going to stop. From Aaron Stanton's on board. Stanton's going to be like a lot of them, not even going to know what hit him. Stanton just now rolling. You're still on board with him. Live shots this time.
Alright, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
We'll re-rack it. Harmon and Wright, 1 and 2. Cook, Adams, Real, Millicar, Hinton, Markell, Redon, and Jabroni. The top 10. 35 to go, and what has been a rough night for drivers alike and the playoff drivers. We're rolling. Well, great start by Harmon again. Timothy Cook's going to fall right in line. Of course, Trevor Harmon not in the top 12 in points, so a win right now would shake everything up. Well, 35 long laps to go, and right now, we don't need to be worried about points at the moment. You still got 33 laps that you got to survive this. Right now, 20 drivers still on the lead lapping and taking the win. Well, one driver's had a rough night right from the get-go. How about Kenny Real? First lap incident, up to third again. Bryce Hinton's led the most laps of 29 tonight. Right now, Hinton up to fourth. Coming for third. Those got 30 of Mitchell Redon. Right now, sitting in fifth. And how about Justin Millicar? Back to the front, from the front to the back. Still working his way up in this. You're right on board with the 84. Well, he cut 38 of brake right there a little bit. Right now, Trevor Harmon continuing to lead. Corey right into the wall. Gonna keep it straight for the moment. Now look at Dylan Conley now in the top 10. Talking about another driver's had a very up and down night. Driving a 95, trying to salvage what he can out of it. Comes into the night, we mentioned points all over the place. Comes in tonight 8th in points. So a great finish tonight with all the playoff drivers. Well, not playoff drivers, but drivers that's in the hunt to make the playoffs for the Super Speedway Series. A great finish tonight would help him, would help Millicar, help Cook. But right now, Kenny Reel's your leader with Bryce Hinton right in tow. To the outside for the lead comes the 86. Right there, trying to side draft the 11 back, trying to do everything he can to pull that car back. Trevor Asvernoff, fastest lap right now of a 31.382. Asvernoff back in 12th. His one win last week, as a matter of fact, has enabled him to be eligible for the playoffs. Well, Hinton now is doing everything he can. Doing everything he can to get this lead back. He's got his teammate Josh right behind him. Side by side entering turn 3 again. 28 to go. Right now, Hinton still trying to use the outside lane. Ward's got a great run right here. Well, Real's going to fight right back to the inside of him. 26 to go from Atlanta. Echo Park Speedway, whatever you want to call it. Real's looking back to the inside again. Right now, right now, about every driver in the top 10 has not gotten a win this season. All the way back to Corey Wright, who I believe is actually in 10th. No astronauts in 8th. Right now, so top 8. All looking for their first win this season. Right now, 24 laps to go. Brian Henning off the wall a little bit. Henning will bring it to pit road. A great night for Brian Hennings has just gone out the window. Right now, Hinton doing everything he can to get this push to Heaney. Oh, Real's loose. Saves it. Gonna come back out of the track. They're gonna be 4 wide. That ain't gonna work, boys. Caution is out. Not sure why. Everybody saved it for the most part. We'll look at it and see. Go ahead and look at it now. Right now, well, pretty much everybody saved it, so hell of a job. What in the world happened up here? Barrett not split the gap, just came down across the 38. Saw a similar incident like that the other night. I believe it was the MMS race with Bazinez and Mastrutta. Similar incident. Set up here. Okay, so I see the issue now. So Harmon gets off the wall. Avernot's coming with a big run. I don't think he's aware that Kenny Reels trying to get back up to the track. He'll come across. He'll clip the 38, and from there, it's on. Hell of a save, though, by everybody involved in this. That being said, under caution yet again, top 7 stays out. Actually, I believe top 4 stayed out. Yep, top 4 have stayed out. Just been made official. Well, to re-rack it. Trevor Abernathy, your leader, Jared Haynes. Been a very up and down night for the top two. Throw Decon in there, and it's been a very rough night for the top three. Kevin Allen, Justin Millicar, Bryce Hinton led the most laps tonight. Gordon Gladwell, Josh Jabroni, Corey Wright, Tyler Markle, or Markell. $20 to go. She's about to get good. All hell's about to break loose. And the 89 does have an EOL, or the 089 was got a black flag. That's what it's showing. Can't say exactly what it is, but Adrenault black flag for the moment. We'll see if it's cleared. 19 to go. Right now, Adrenault maintaining the lead down the back straightaway. Nope, he's coming down. So Kevin Allen will lead him into turn 3. Justin Millicar up to second. Here comes Draboni with Hinton. And on the outside, Decon and Jared Hayes try to make something happen. 18 to go. Just depending on how the points played out. Kevin Allen comes into this race 16th in points. About 15 points out. Actually, he is 15 points out of the top 12. A win tonight be huge. They are 3 wide. Corey right up in the third lane. Easy, boys. We ain't really been able to hit them 2 wide. Don't know if 3's going to work, but here we go. 3 wide for second. You're right in the middle. Allen's going to think better of it. Bryce Hinton back to the lead again. Well, Hinton has had a, I know he spent like the first quarter of this race under caution. But even since then, Hinton has had a fast car tonight with his teammate as well. Corey Wright will slide in a second. Of course, Corey Wright, the Daytona winner, the season opener. He is known for a long time that he has been locked into this playoffs right now, just trying to get more wins and more points. Jared Haynes up there in 4th, having a great run. Well, Josh in 2nd up 19 spot where he started. Trevor Harmon 18, Gordon Gladwell 17. Scott Wright as well. 15 to go. Oh, Gladwell loose off the corner. He saves it. Saves it. We keep on trucking. Gordon Gladwell talked about just needing luck tonight and trying to survive. Well, rest assured, that is exactly what that 25 has done tonight. And still 14 to go. Get it real hard into the wall. Massive wreck behind them. Goins is involved. Mark Pearson involved. See, a lot of damage to that 77. Kevin Allen just talked about had a great run going. He is involved in this. Charlie Morgan's got damage to the rear. Robbie Adams, some damage to the front, no harm, no foul. But Scott Wright, well, really nobody with a lot of damage. Not meatball worthy is what I'm saying. All right, let's see what happened. Gladwell got loose again. From there, I think 73 just trying to avoid. And not knowing if that 25 is going to overreact or not, and just ran out of real estate. I'll say this, damn. Deacon's got 9 lives and he's used 5 of them from what I can count. Still got 4 to go. Right on board with 73. There's nothing he can do. For Robbie Adams. Well, let's see, Real. What happened to Kenny Real? That's the other thing, because Real was out of shape before any of this even happened. What happened to Kenny? Same thing. Car just steps out from under him, fighting into the wall hard. Kenny Real getting damage fixed as well. $11 to go. Let's see if we can get Josh Kimberly. Josh DeBurney, Garrett Jenkins up here broadcast. Big guy, quick copy, buddy.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Well, buddy, your teammates, both you and your teammate tonight's got 2 strong cars. Push comes to shove. Are you going to try to push them to the win, or is the 49 going to try to get the win tonight?
You know, we're going to see what happens. If it's open, I'm going to take it, but I would rather one of us win than somebody else, so I would rather push him all day.
All right, buddy. Just my one quick question. I'll let you get back down there before we go green here.
Yes, sir.
I could have asked a couple more questions, but we're running out of time here. I don't want them talking when they're coming up to a restart, get distracted. $15th. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? All right, Hinton are burning the teammates. Corey Wright trying to get his 2nd win of the season. Harmon's trying to get his 1st win of the season. Pretty much everybody all the way down to Trevor Advernoth in 17th. Trying to get a win this season. And we're rolling. Another great start by Hinton. Been a master at restarts all night tonight. And right now, single file out through the top 5. 10 laps to go. Hinton will lead, 9 to go. Justin Miller car worked himself up back into a top 5 spot. Oh, one car loose on the apron. No caution with Kevin Green. Oh, Aaron Stanton's around. William Stanton and Advernoth came together with Stan Green. All right, now I got to the back of Stanton up and into the wall. Hell of a save by Stanton, but no caution. 8 to go. Stanton is in the pits. The day will be done for the 27. Oh, Josh Traboni loose. Hang on to her, buddy. They're all loose. What are you talking about? 7 to go. And right now, Bryce Hinton has left 47 laps of 63 ran. And all he's got to do is hang on for 7 more. 137-degree track temp. Oh, Goins is around. More Pearson's around. Wrecking again. Charlie Morgan involved in this somewhere. Yep, there he is. And Braden Goins done for the night. Man, we under caution again. Gosh, God almighty. Let's see what happened. Morgan in the wall and Goins just runs all over the back of him. Going to tap Pearson. Astronaut's going to get through this, but man, oh man, completely killed that whole car. Right on board with Braden Goins through this. There's in the wall, full throttle, almost goes airborne. Gonna come down, clip Mark Pearson. Bam. Pearson has a hell of a save. We'll actually go back and look at it. Pearson gonna go low, 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 low. Gonna get clipped. Hang on to her, buddy. Put that in save of the year category. All right. Ninth caution of the night. Damn mosquito, get off of me. I'd be fucking happy. Excuse my language, sorry. See if we can get Trevor Harmon for a quick word. Trevor Harmon, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth, buddy. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, buddy, you've been in prime position all night. What's it going to take with 4 to go? Going to be 3 when you take the green again. What's it going to take for this 029 to snag his first win of the season?
Honestly, it's try to keep my nose clean and go where they're not going, to be honest. These cars are super loose, and maybe capitalize on somebody getting a little bit loose and taking the gap. But it's going to be exciting, that's for sure.
All right, buddy. I'll drop you back down, let you get ready here.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. What a rear rack in. Hinton, Red Darn, Josh Traboni, Trevor Harmon, Coy Wright, Cook, Haynes, Allen, Connolly, Glidewell. Still anybody's race. And of course, top 4 have not won this season. A win and you're into the playoffs. And back behind Coy Wright, you got to go all the way down to Trevor Asvernoth, who has won this season. Everybody between him and Wright also looking their first win of the season.
Green, green, green.
Different race, different race. She's talking about it. She's talking about MMS, Scott. I know which one she's talking about. Anyway, back to the action. 3 to go. Yeah, they tried to pit from the third lane. Well, Hinton will lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Mitchell Randorn. On the outside, nobody goes with him. Well, he said, hell with it. Somebody's got to try to make a move. Off of turn 4, 2 to go. Right now, Hayes. Oh, they're all in the wall. Astronaut's hard into the wall's going to keep it up there. Keeping it straight for the moment. Just got to make it through turn 3 and 4, boys. This race will be official. Bryce Hinton to see the white flag. One more lap to go. He'll lead 53 laps. That the white's got to lead one more. Right now, nobody really going to try to make that move. Oh, Josh Trevoni, contact for second down the back straightaway. I think he's got it right here in the middle of 3 and 4. Got to make it wide. Off of turn 4 for the final time. Dominator of the race, Bryce Hinton. Welcome to the playoffs. And they right behind them. What a run. That was a hell of a drive for Bryce Hinton, and he will be locked into the playoffs. Led 54 of 70 laps. He gonna drift it the first time that car's broke loose all night. Well, the teammates will get it 1-2. And they will burn it down 1-2. For Helix Motorsports, their first win in the Midnight Racing League. It'll come at Atlanta after what has been a crazy night. Top 5 tonight. Bird Dunn will come in third, Corey Wright fourth, Jared Haynes will round out the top 5. Trevor Harmon, Timothy Cook, Dylan Connolly, Tyler Markell, Robbie Adams will round out the top 10. Oh, burnt that motor blow. There it is. Let's get them in here. Bryce Hinton, you got a copy?
Sure do.
Well, dominant car tonight, led 54 laps of 70. I understand some of them were in the caution. But take me through the night, that just wasn't the case. That 86 had a strong motor in it.
Yeah, man. Really awesome race here. I got to shout out my boy Josh, teammate. We planned this thing the whole way through, executed on our pit stops, executed on restarts. It was just a good show all the way around. It was good for us up front. I heard everybody in the back was having a tough time with wrecks and the car getting loose and stuff, but I'm right at home with a loose car. I like having to drive it, so it felt good for me.
Well, buddy, it was a rough night for a lot of people. Yeah, a rough night for a lot of people, but I want to ask, did you feel like between clean air and dirty air, could you really tell a difference, or was it pretty much the track temp? I think right now, if I'm looking at it, the hottest it's got is 137 degrees. So do you feel like the air played a little bit of factor, or was it more or less the track's just blistering hot and all these cautions, you really couldn't lay no rubber down to get a groove?
Yeah, no, the clean and dirty air definitely played a part. The whole strategy for Josh and I in the race was to be as far front as we can, so that way we have the quickest opportunity to get clean air. So, because we knew how to drive the track, and the car was handling in our favor, and we were teaming up and doing what we needed to do. So we were trying to get to the clean air as fast as possible, and Josh was happy pushing most of the time. In fact, basically the entire race. So it turned out good. I don't know about the track temperature being so much of a factor. This Xfinity car is just kind of loose by its own nature, but Yeah, Dirty Air, if you got stuck behind it and got stuck behind someone who wasn't taking the right line or maybe was shooting to your inside and get the air off the quarter panel, you were having a tough time.
Well, I got to say, coming into the night, nowhere, not from where I can see, not in the top 16 in points. Don't know exactly where you wind up tonight, but that don't matter no more. Winning, you're in. Welcome to the playoffs. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm happy to be in the playoffs. Happy to get a win. It feels good. These guys put on a hell of a show. Good league. These guys care about what they do, and we definitely notice this is a bittersweet win tonight to get pole and the win and lead the most laps. I just spent the last 12 hours in the emergency room taking care of my girl. She actually ends up she's going to need open heart surgery, unfortunately.
Oh,
so I logged into the race with about 5 minutes until grid. So it turned out good, man.
Well, best of luck to you and her going forward. Bryce Hinton is the winner tonight in dominant fashion. And again, welcome to the playoffs.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yep. With that being said, get my
Like-
buddy Josh Brony in here. Josh
How's
Brony,
it
Greg
going?
Jenkins, got a copy? Yeah, you got a copy. Well, honestly, as far as cars that ain't got a damn scratch on them, you and the 54, or the 86, I should say, about the only spotless cars here. Just take me through the night. It was a wild night in total for you, but up 19 spots from where you started this race. Just take me through the field. What was the game plan, and really, how the hell did you avoid all the wrecks?
Yeah, I started in like 20th, bad qualifying lap there, hit the wall. And, I was just trying to get to the front, and that first wreck happened, and somehow I ended up in third after that first wreck. So it worked out great for me right next to my teammate, and I kind of just stuck with him the entire time, stayed out of the back and stayed out of the wrecking. We took pits together. I mean, we lost like 10 spots in pits because everybody stayed out, but the end of the day, it worked out because we had way fresher tires.
Well, buddy, fresher tires did play a factor tonight. I just asked your teammate Bryce Hinton this question. I'm going to ask you: Do you feel like, which played more of a factor tonight, clean air versus dirty air? Do you feel like the air manipulation being behind the car played more of a factor, or do you feel like the track temp being 137 is slicker out here than goose snot? Just what do you think played a factor tonight?
Oh yeah, dirty air definitely played a factor. I mean, Bryce didn't get much dirty air because I was behind him the entire time pushing him. But I was feeling the dirty air. I was getting loose on the top. Like I told him many times, I was like, just don't give up the bottom. We cannot go to that top. It just was not working. And so it was definitely playing a factor here.
Well, buddy, the last question I got for you, because I know a teammate 1-2. Of course, Bryce just told us bittersweet race. Thoughts and prayers are winning him going forward. But is there anybody you want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks, Bryce, for sticking with me there. We had a great race together. Thank you for broadcasting. Thank you. Thank you, everybody watching.
All right, buddy. Josh Bernie will complete the teammate 1-2 finish tonight. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Yes,
Look
sir.
forward to talking to you in the next one. Get third place guy, Mitchell Rare. I know I ain't been pronouncing that name right. Mitchell, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, copy.
Well, buddy, P3 for you tonight, and I can say, compared to a lot of other drivers, kind of a calm night, but still had your fair share of incidents tonight. Take us through the night. How the hell were you able to salvage a P3 out of this?
Yeah, dude, that's a mystery itself. It was pretty hectic out there, and just had to do what I could to try and stay out of it and get down low and hope for the best.
Well, buddy, best case scenario works out for you tonight. Really just take us, where do you feel like the biggest struggles came? I've heard people say it's the drivers. I've heard people say it's the track. I've heard them say it's the air, the how hot the track is. Just what do you think? Your take tonight, what do you feel like played the biggest factor into seeing what we saw? Is it just really the track so narrow for a super to be considered a super speedway? or just what's your take on things?
You know, I don't think I think it's a combination of a lot of things, but the track was really hot today, and we are driving a pretty loose car. It felt I got loose a few times. You know, it kind of got the better of me, but I was able to hold on to it and drive through. And it's just a matter of who's got that control. And I think it proved itself today, and I'm sure we'll see more of this again at New Atlanta.
Well, buddy, last question for you, 'cause I know it's late for a lot of people. 125 on my side of the country, so I'm going. First off, nice to meet you. I believe this is the first time I've interviewed you. So
Yeah.
Like to do what I like to do. People's got bosses, friends, family, cousins, nephews, the whole 9 yards. Everybody's watching, God himself even. So I like to give everybody a chance that gets interviewed. If they want to shout anybody out, they can, whether it is friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I'd love to sponsor some or shout out some sponsors, but I'm still working my way up that ladder and trying to get into a team. So hopefully I can prove myself enough to get on in a team. You know, only one person to really thank when it comes to racing and NASCAR, and that's my dad, because he got me into it growing up as Earnhardt fans and being a little kid watching him play NR 2003 and trying it out myself and just growing up around online racing. It's I'm very fortunate to be a part of it now and be in this league and get to be with such a great group of guys.
All right, buddy. Mitchell Rardone will come out of here tonight. P3 surviving a very hectic Atlanta Motor Speedway. Appreciate the time, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Well, it's been a wild night of action. We're going to go through the results. After 70 laps, Bryce Hinton leads 54 of them to get the win tonight. Josh Jabroni in second. Mitchell Rardone will come in third. Corey Wright, Jared Hayes, Trevor Harmon, Timothy Cook, Dylan Conley, Decon, most people know him by Tyler Markell. Robbie Adams completes the top 10. Mark Pearson after one of the hardest nights I think I've seen. I think Pearson involved in 3 incidents. I don't think none of them was his doing. Will Savage in 11th. Justin Millicar 12th. Kevin Allen, Trevor Asbernoth, Kenny Real, Scott Wright, Gordon Gladwell, and Scott Lee round out the top 18. On down through the field. Well, the remainder of the field, Kevin Winker finished 2 laps down. Dustin Zach 3. Charlie Morgan 6. Braden Goings, believe he'll be the first of the cars to DNF. Will be in 22nd. Aaron Stanton 23rd after a heartbreaking finish. The last time we were at Atlanta, it will not get any better. A 23rd place finish will be for Aaron Stanton. Willie Bruton come home 24th. Brian Hennings in 25th. Evan Carlbun will come out of here 26th. Tyler Austin 27th. Jared Smith will come out here finished in 28th. And then there's still more. Well, Braden Powers' night ended early. That'll be a massive blow for his playoff hopes. Came into the night 12 out and will finish 29th. Chase Mastretta will round out the field in 30th, and Nicholas did not even take the green flag. He will round out the field in 31st. All right. Closing statements. I know MMS is on tap for tomorrow right here on the Raging Get It Racing Network. HGR more than likely will go up as well. I have to play it by ear and see. Set your dates. September 8th. The Inspired Racing League. The Inspired 250 live for Daytona. The Daytona 500 of this series. I just call it the Inspired 250. Sounds good to me. Regardless, the quest for several others will start September 8th for Shane Haar, trying to go back-to-back, being the first and second champion of the series. Elijah Fisher looks for redemption after Homestead. Colton Ward looks to make an impact. And several others looking to start their season off right, and what better way to do it than to win the Inspire 250. That will be live Monday, September 8th. Broadcast will start at 8:40ish, 8:40, 8:45, somewhere along in there. You're not going to want to miss it. Until then, I'll see all y'all tomorrow night for MMS, possibly HGR. Appreciate everybody for watching. Congratulations to Bryce Hinton on winning and locking himself into the playoffs. And everybody, I will see you all tomorrow night. Take it easy.